Thanksgiving, I mean, I like to eat smoked turkey. Fried turkey's always good. And I just like spending time with my family and my teammates and my friends. I've already told the guys this, but I might as well tell you guys this. I'm appreciative for the media. I'm grateful for the guys that we have here. Appreciate you guys. You guys do an excellent job, and I appreciate you. I'm so grateful for everybody. Troy, everybody. Nikki, everybody. I'm sure. I'm appreciative for everybody. Thank you.
Do you do any of the cooking on Thanksgiving?
No. No, it takes a lot of time, you know, to be a great cook. And time is just something that I do not have, especially when I'm at home.
You get the Steelers this week with Roethlisberger. Seems like every week we ask you about this elite quarterback. What's the challenge with Big Ben?
I mean, he's big. He's Big Ben. Not only is he a great quarterback, he's hard to get down. He's like a defensive tackle out there. You know, he's hard to bring down, and he has great targets. Him and AB probably have their chemistry is probably second to none. You know, no other quarterback receiver duo in the league they have that type of chemistry or connection, and him and Juju are starting to work on that same connection as well. So, extremely deadly on offense. They have a great offensive line, beat up at the right tackle a little bit, but still, though, those other 4 guys are all pro guys. And, yeah, it's going to be another tough challenge. With Le'Veon being gone, it really hasn't, from a running game perspective, it really hasn't taken a step back. You know, Connor, he's come in and he's done a phenomenal job in there. They have great tight ends with Vance McDonald. I think everybody saw that stiff arm that he had on. They got from Tampa Bay, so they have a great team. The defense is playing lights out right now. T.J. Watt, he's looking just like his brother. Bud Dupree is coming along as well. He's a great rusher as well. Great at the corner, great inside with the inside linebackers and the defensive line as well. So playing against another great team, you know, we definitely got to have our T's crossed and our I's dotted to have a chance in this one.
What if, as prolific as offenses have become, so good at scoring, and the rules making it tougher to slow them down for defenses, are turnovers even more important? I might go back to the one you produced against the Chargers.
Yeah, 100%. Turnovers are killers, especially in close games like that. You want to get turnovers, you want to make big plays, you want to get sacks, interceptions, especially against a great offense like that. So, me, Chris, Chubb, you know, all the guys, we got to be ready to go this week.
You diagnosed that screen so quick. What was it? What did you initially see?
I had the running back in coverage. So I had the running back in coverage, but still, you got to see the formation in the pros. You have to see the formations. I'm never like guarding the receivers, but I knew I had 3 receivers on the outside of me right here. And whenever we show like, I can't really give all my tips out, but I felt it coming. I just got outside, and you know he just threw it straight to me.
What is it that Pittsburgh does so well that allows them to be so effective in terms of protecting Big Ben? Because he hasn't even sacked anyone.
I think it's 50-50. I think it's 50-50. I think it's the offensive line doing a great job. I think it's Big Ben, you know, doing a great job of getting rid of the ball, avoiding guys and pushing guys off them. You know, they do a great job always. It's traditionally, they've always done a great job of protecting Big Ben and doing a great job of passing the ball quick.
Roethlisberger and Tomlin were on the conference call earlier. They used a term to describe your game. They called you scientific in the way you approach things. So how do you kind of interpret that? Seems like that's more of an attention to detail nod, but what do you make of that?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm always trying to. I guess it's. I've never heard that one before, but I take it. I take it. I just try to diagnose the game, and sometimes it gets me in trouble. You know, because sometimes I see a formation that I saw on film, and I see in a game, and I play it exactly how I saw it on film, and it kind of gets me in trouble. Or I see a play that we run out here in practice, and I see it in the game, and I play it exactly the same way. So it kind of gets me in trouble, but for the most part, we got great coaches. They always put me and Chubb and the rest of the defensive guys in great positions to make plays.
Tomlin also said you're an alien.
Alien. Like which one? Like it's a lot of different aliens. It's like the Martians with the big heads, or it's like Alien the movie.
They didn't specify.
I'm thinking the big head.
Will Smith.
I probably a little bit of both. Huh?
You and Chubb both have 5-game sack streaks going. Have you seen ways in which he's kind of applied your teachings to his game or things he's picked up from you?
I mean, I told you from the get-go, Chubb is like one of those toddlers that have grown. I don't know if y'all saw him on Instagram. You look at it, so Chubb is like one of those guys. He's just way past his years. And I told Chubb today, man, I was grateful, and I'm appreciative to be able to play with a top 5 pick like that, because he's definitely come in. He's definitely lived up to the hype. He's definitely more than advertised, and it's a true blessing to play with a guy like that.
Are you keeping an eye on his sack numbers, making sure you always keep him at least one away?
No, we're sack numbers. I mean, we in this together, right? We in this together.
Did you know he had that motor, though? I mean, we knew the talent, but he plays with extreme energy for a big dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they said. I mean, when I was watching ESPN and, Mel and the Kuipers, and I was watching those guys, that's what they said. They say a lot of stuff, and then when you get in the league and you see these guys, they're never what those guys had diagnosed them to be. But Chubb is, as advertised, if not more. He's 270 pounds. He can drop back into coverage. He can play the run. He's a monster when it comes to rushing and passing. He does it on the right side versus the best offensive lineman each and every week. So Chubb is as advertised, and I'm truly blessed and grateful to be able to play with a guy like that.
You're at the stage of your career where you hit a statistical wrong every so often.
Who said that?
Huh?
Well, we hit a statistical what?
Wrong.
Where's that?
Miles.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought it was something else. I thought it was something else.
Anyway, did 100 mean anything to you or cause you to think about where you want to go from there?
I guess, like I said before, whenever I hit these milestones, it really just, for me, it just, I take it in, because, it's not too many guys that get to do that with one organization, and it's not too many guys that get to do that with a guy next to him the whole entire time. Me and Wolf, out of probably 100 sacks, Wolf has probably been next to me on 90 of them or 87 of them, something like that. So it's a true blessing to be able to play with an organization like this for 8 years and get all of my sacks with this team and have the type of coaches and the type of teammates that I've had that have pushed me and then put me in the situations to make plays like that. So I'm truly blessed, and whenever you hit a milestone like that, I take time and I think about it, and like you said, you want to go for the next 100.
And you're taking time and thinking about it. Do you have a favorite one?
Oh yeah, I mean, my favorite sack out of 100. Everybody knows about the Super Bowl 50 sacks. Probably my favorite one. It'll probably be the first one. It'll probably be the first one against Andy Dalton and against Cam Newton my second year. Because I was the number 2 pick. I was the number 2 pick. He's the number 1 pick, and they created all this hype that game, and to be able to go out there and have that type of success against the guy that was drafted above you is pretty cool. So both of those sacks outside of the Super Bowl 50 sacks will probably be my favorite
Super Bowl
one.
50 still.
Yeah. You can't really get away from those unless we do the same thing in the next Super Bowl. So.
Do you have a real detailed kind of sack recall? 100 of them, you probably don't remember every single one, but going through the years, can you go back and say, oh, I remember this game and that game?
No, I don't. I was just talking to Chubb earlier. I was just like, out of the sacks, you fall into a lot of sacks as well, and you get lucky on a lot of sacks as well. And I definitely got lucky on a whole bunch of sacks, but that's not. They don't say he got lucky on these sacks. They just say he got sacks. So I've been blessed to have great players around me to push the quarterback to me, and I've been blessed to be able to make plays for myself as well. So it's been good. It's been a good run to the next 100.
Von, you had a pretty high-profile contract situation a couple years back. I'm curious what your take was on Le'Veon's throughout the year, and then maybe what the impact it could be on moving forward.
Tough. Whoa.
Right? CNN.
Every contract. I will say this: every contract situation is totally different. You, especially in the National Football League, you want to put yourself in a situation. When it comes to contract time, I'm a team guy. Everybody knows that, but when it comes to a contract, especially for the next couple of years, you got to do what's best for you. And I would say that to Le'Veon, just continue to do what's best for you. And I know sometimes the outside world is not going to look at it how you look at it, and that's true. I felt that as well. But at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you. You got to do what's best for the enterprise of Von Miller or Le'Veon Bell, and that's what that'll be my words for him, to continue to do what's best for you, for the Le'Veon Bell enterprise.
Early in the season,
Couple
you
more
told me
guys.
about Philip Lindsay, like nothing was kind of phasing him at all. But where do you see him now, and kind of how do you assess where he is, Philip, at this point in the season?
I mean, he's the same as I tell you what about Philip. He's the same exact guy that he was when he first got here. You know, when he was number 2 running around here in OTAs, nobody really knew who he was. He was catching, screens and passes all over the place. And then he got a little bit of success. He was the same exact guy. And, hats off to Philip, for doing that. Because from being from Colorado and, going to CU and, having the whole town on your back, it can be tough. But he's been the exact same guy. Hats off to Philip. He's still got a lot more to go. So to keep his head down and to keep going, for him to be able to do that, it shows the type of, person that he is.
You told us today that he's still trying to earn your guys' respect. As one of the veteran leaders, has he earned your guys' respect yet?
I give all the rookies respect. I love the rookies. I love Philip. I love Philip. I always give guys the benefit of the doubt. I always, whatever it is, I always give it to them unless they prove me wrong. And Philip has proved me right. He's a great player. He's a great teammate. I've kicked it with him on a number of events, from the Nuggets games to the Down Syndrome Foundation to a lot of. I've been in the same place with him a lot, and he's the same exact guy. And it's hats off to him.
Impressions of James Conner running the ball for Steelers?
He's great. I mean, his numbers are damn near identical to Le'Veon, and we already know what type of player he was. So, he's running the ball great. He's doing great. On film, though, he looks about 5'5". He looks 5'5" on film, probably like 160 pounds. But when you look at him on the depth chart, he's 6'1". He's 6'1", and he's pretty heavy too. So he's a great player. He's able to hit the holes the right way and take screens, catch the ball, whatever it is. He's a complete running back, 100%.
Great, thanks, guys.
Appreciate you guys.